Have you ever thought of why you don't, you can be around some people and no matter what you do, you can't get along with them? Get along with them. There's a reason for this. One major reason is because y'all spirits don't get along. Okay? In the physical realm, you may get along, but in the spiritual realm, y'all might be enemies and you just don't know it. So you can be around a person, right? And like y'all can talk and everything. They may have done you wrong or you feel like they've done you wrong, but you forgive them and everything, right? But for some reason it's like energetically, like something within be like a little bit uneasy around that person. Okay, something I used to always say is that the spirit understands things the flesh could never. Okay, I'm saying it again, your spirit will understand things that your flesh can't comprehend. Okay, so in the spiritual realm, okay, you and that individual could be like straight out enemies. Y'all could be like in the same room at chaos and conflict, and they get too close, it's a problem. That's why they gotta stay at least 6 feet apart. You understand? They have to stay 6 feet apart, okay? Because seriously, in the physical realm, y'all sitting, because there's different realms, right? There's different levels to this, right? There's different layers of yourself, right? So you get your physical body, right? All right, and then get your spiritual, right? I believe the spiritual is what they call the astral. I believe, I don't really go into spiritual, okay? Your spiritual body, okay? It could be really going down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be in the room talking like, ooh, ooh. Have you seen the movie? Remember, movies and all that, it's called television. Okay, it's telling the vision. It's telling you something that someone else sees. It's telling you something that someone else sees. Vision is sight. And it's telling you the insight from someone else. Okay? So, going back to that, the movie Doctor Strange. Okay? And I'm going to see if I can post a clip right here, courtesy of whatever one. They don't want mine. I'm going to put a little clip and make sure I put that information. But Doctor Strange, okay? He was in the hospital and his body, he had the agent do whatever, whatnot. I might not even put it, but anyways. Doctor Strange it was a scene where he was in the hospital bed and he was laying there, right? He out, like sleep. But his spirit, what seems to be his spirit left his body and they fighting. Even though the body is right there, they like fighting, you know what I'm saying? In the spiritual realm. And she can kind of get a sense of it. The girl, his ex-girlfriend, she can kind of get a sense of what's going on. But like she felt the energy and he like told her, woke up and said, hit me with an AED, so she get a sense of what's happening, but she don't really know. She see that he's popping, okay? But anyway, my point of that is to say that you could be right in front of someone, okay, but your spirit body is messed, could be fighting. Just like a situation with myself, no one knew that something was happening within me, like my body, my spiritual body was injured, okay? My physical body looked to be okay, and part of it was injured, but my spiritual side was actually hurt. And I'm gonna go deeper into that at another time, okay? Oh wow, I just got a download. Oh wow.
How do you become America's number one?
Okay. So anyways, yeah, so I'm freestyling on this. I'm just, because sometimes it's been a while since I posted, so I'm kind of just freestyling right now. Just and I know I should be prepared to say what I gotta say, but I'm trying to let it come out natural. I'm sorry I had a little download. I'm not a tarot reader, but not only tarot readers get down, but we all do. All spiritual people get downloads. Okay. But so yes, you need to be aware of that. And in that, if that's the case, okay, because remember, spirit comes before flesh, okay? So if they're an enemy in the spiritual realm, but you think it's all good in the physical realm, it's not. Okay? It's not okay in the physical realm if it's not okay in the spiritual realm. Because what's going to happen, and I might be speaking to my own soul, what's going to happen is that it's going to be some type of chaos or conflict Okay, that's going to end up trickling down to the physical realm. Okay, so if you're not getting along with somebody in the spiritual realm, then it's only going to be a matter of time where something pops off in the physical realm. Okay, because you can't hold it. It's not, these things run a certain way, and it's not to be held. You can't hold this energy. You can't, even though some people do, they think they can manipulate it, keep manipulating it in the physical realm. But it's already been decided in the spiritual realm. Come on, let's talk. It's been decided already in the spiritual realm. So what's hidden in the dark, what's happening on the physical realm, for sure is going to happen. I mean, whatever happened in the spiritual realm, what's known is going to trickle down, okay, to the spiritual. I mean, to the physical realm. I'm sorry. Okay. So, and when you get gut feelings, and this is kind of going to boil down to that. When you get gut feelings, or you feel a certain way in the presence of someone, you need to be mindful of it. Ooh, I don't care who they are. Okay, I'm speaking to my own spirit. Okay, there's entities and demons and spirits that overtake people. Okay, and the enemy, when he comes to attack, he got to attack you with someone that you care for. Okay, they have to come through something that matters to you. Okay, they have to, in some type of way. They have to affect something that you love, someone that you care for. It has to happen that way. And if not, you're not going to be bothered. It's not going to affect you. Okay, and then there's no real test. Okay, then there's no real test. There has to be a test. Okay, the test has to happen to test your faith, to prove you. I asked one time, I asked God, I said, why, God, Spirit, why did I go through this? And Spirit said, to prove you. Okay, I had to prove you. Okay, that's that. Some people try it. Some people try to prove you. That's not their job to prove you. Some people try to put you through some things, and it's not their job to do it. And they violate some things and end up affecting themselves by them trying to affect you. And then they find out later on what's going to happen to them. Don't worry about them people, because God still allowed the test to happen. God never said that God would not allow Satan to test the anointed. God said, don't touch my anointed. And that's the rule. And that's the rule that a lot of people probably broke. It's one thing to mess with one's mind. It's another thing to touch them. It's another thing to have them to be hurt or to touch them. Because God said, touch not my anointed. Okay? Also, you need to understand that in the book of Jeremiah, it also said, because God knew it was going to come a point where it was a lot of confusion. God said, I will write the words in your mind. So you know right from wrong. You know what to do. God put it in your mind. You already know what's right. You choose to do wrong.